Welcome everybody to episode 12 of Biting the Bullets. Hashtag not a militia, hashtag the Khloe Kardashian of podcasts.
Home of the fighting Mongooses.
Setting fire to the blunt of allowable opinion.
Hey, we nailed it.
That was our first try.
Dude, first time for everything, right?
Yeah, we're getting better at this.
For those of you that didn't pay attention, when we were talking to Carr, I think we let it be recorded. We usually take about 3 takes to get through the intro, but usually once we get through the intro, we just kind of roll with it after that.
Yeah, usually it takes us a little bit because we're,
stupid. Yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about random shit. There's a lot going on in the world right now, so...
yeah, we're just kind of fucking around, and we got a couple topics we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we're all just going to... bullshit through this episode. So, where do we want to start?
Dude, I'll start with John Delaney, right?
Yeah,
John Delaney.
I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Delaney.
So
where's Jamie when you need him?
Yeah, right. We need a fucking Jamie. So, for those of you who don't know, John Delaney, and you should know because he's a fucking nobody. He's another one of the 20 trillion fucking Democrats running for the 2020 election.
God, he looks so fucking creepy, dude.
He's a centrist Democrat.
No fucking such thing.
Centrist Democrat. And one of his centrist Democrat proposals has just came up, and that is something that I've seen before, and it's mandatory service.
God damn it.
So, his plan, I think, from when looking at it, was you would have 3 choices coming out of high school. And one of them is basically like a civilian community service. There's military service. And there's like some fucking bullshit environmental fucking... It was like
the climate thing.
It's a climate change service thing. Yeah, fuck him.
Man, fuck the climate.
So, I think from... and this is something that I actually see from mostly, like, the neocon right guys, mostly. I see that. You guys ever seen those fuckers going around?
That's usually where I see it. Like, any kind of, mandatory service, it's usually alright. Or the people that I've seen are those,
The right-wingers.
Yeah, the right-wingers.
Oh, man, we just get everybody in the military, it'll make them all good people. Yeah, dude, well, most of the people I know in the military are habitual drug users and alcoholics, so I don't know about that.
I'm here. You can take that as habitual drug user or alcoholic. I don't care.
Allegedly. You can make the decision on that. Alcoholic.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So, I'm still nursing my hangover right now. It's 7:00 on Sunday night. So.
Goddamn right. Hey man, fucking quitters don't get anywhere in life.
You goddamn right.
So this is something I usually see from them, and they usually fall into this delusion of being in the military makes you a good person, which I hope that through the first 11 episodes we've proven that to be completely fucking false. So if you can take anything, even if you're like, man, you guys are fucking scumbags, you're a disgrace to this nation, at the very least, you know now that not everybody in the military is this fucking beautiful human being. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So, mandatory service. I think, as you were talking about before this, we recorded Typo about, you brought up 13th Amendment, and I think it's, I think it's, quick to note that, the 13th Amendment doesn't tell the government it can't have slaves. It's just all the other people can't have slaves. It made slavery bad for everybody else except them, and that's how I'm looking at it. And there's gonna be the fucking retards that go on, oh, well, they're paid. Well, we give them money. Like,
yeah, but it's still...
They taught some slaves how to read, too.
Right, dude? Hey, man, we taught our
they
fucking...
They keep some of their, like, crap that they farmed.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was payment.
It's still a conscription of service, Like, they're still forcing you to do this, and if you don't... It's like, dude, I just pulled it up because it's one of my favorite Twitter accounts right now because it just shows how garbage the government is, but the selective service Twitter page...
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Making people sign up for the draft is the same thing as conscripting them to...
Yeah, you're just holding it over their heads for the future.
Yeah, but even like, from like a military, like kind of like a strategic thinking into this, like, remember how many people in the military were just garbage at being in the military?
At least like 40% of them.
A lot of them.
And that's on a volunteer, all volunteer, and historically, all volunteer militaries are usually the better ones.
Yeah.
Because everybody actually wants to be there.
Yeah, at least at first.
Yeah, at least at
Or
first.
you can't really blame anyone but yourself because, like, you signed up for this.
Yeah, man, you signed the dotted line.
So it's like, fuck, I did this myself. But you start forcing people to do it, you're gonna get a lot, like, the standard of the military will go down drastically.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, if you're a little fucking right-winger and you stumble upon this episode some way, somehow, at least take this from this. If you want to single-handedly make our military complete fucking ass, then do mandatory service. Yeah. I mean, you guys worked with fucking South Koreans. They use mandatory service. How good are they?
Oh,
not very
garbage.
good.
I bet they're fucking garbage. Most other militaries that I've seen are fucking garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, alright, so like, I worked with some Aussies, and I worked with their EOD guys, and they don't have conscripted service, but even their military's garbage.
Right? And it just makes you think, like, if we're the best in the world. I mean, that's something that, like, one of my old roommate used to say all the time, which was like, I mean, you look at, like, when you're inside the U.S. military and you look at all the fucking retards that are in charge, and you look at, like, everybody around you, and you're like, we're the best military in the world.
Yeah. Dude,
How fucking bad is it to be in anybody else's military?
Yeah,
like,
it's ridiculous.
Fuck.
Well, the amount of, like, the lack of efficiency in the military is insane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. And this is all tying back to that mandatory service. Basically, anything we've ever bitched about regarding the fucking military or the Marine Corps, you can just times that by about 400 fucking percent, and that's what you're gonna have in mandatory service. And a lot of people, like, they'll say, oh, well, there's the options, and it's like, yeah, but if you don't want to go fucking plant trees or pick up trash all fucking day, you're probably gonna go do the fucking mandatory military service.
And pick up trash all day.
And then pick up trash all day. Yeah. It's picking up trash with extra steps.
Yeah.
For real.
You get hazed first, and then you go pick up trash.
Yeah.
Get online. Take a step at a time and stay online.
And you better pick up something. I don't care what it is. I don't even care if there's no trash under you. Pick something up. There better be something in your fucking hand.
And God forbid you miss a cigarette butt and the corporal or sergeant behind you finds it.
You know what the best is when they would walk behind you and kick the fucking rocks over?
Oh my God.
So then there'd be like one cigarette butt underneath, like...
And it's like old. It's like 4-year-old cigarette
butt. It's like a
butt.
4-year-old cigarette butt that some sergeant major like threw out there fucking forever ago because he's like, I don't fucking care about smoke it.
Yeah.
And like he just like dug his fucking combat boot into the gravel and just lopped up about 4 inches of it. And he goes, oh, you missed one. Come back.
Yeah. Did you see why John Delaney wants the mandatory service?
Oh, please tell me his thought on this.
The reason why he wants like this mandatory service, whether it's military or the 3 things, you know, it's because our country is terribly divided.
Oh, God.
So he wants to use it to bring us together.
Oh, you mean he's just admitting it's propaganda? That's fucking, dude, how, oh my God. God damn it. Dude, it seriously gets to a point where you're like watching this shit. Like when John Bolton is on fucking CNN and he's like, well, yeah, if we took over the oil reserves, the gas prices would go down. And it's like, they don't even fucking lie about it anymore. They're literally just straight up being like, yeah, dude, we're gonna fuck this country up and kill all these people for oil. Yeah, man, I want to do mandatory slavery to the fucking state because it'll all make you think the same.
Well, and
fucking Jesus Christ.
And I saw something the other day on Twitter about it, about like this idea that Trump has really blown open the game for, you know, like, establishment Republicans and Democrats hate Trump, not because it's fucking Trump, but because he's not one of the guys that are, you know, almost every president that we've had has been like related in some way, you know, like there's that whole...
He's not from the system.
Yeah, he's not from the system. He's completely outside of the system. So
he's just a billionaire that works really closely with the system.
And he doesn't lie about what his policies are doing. He can, you know, I don't think he's openly racist, but people are like, he can be openly racist and he can be openly like, I'm fucking you over, and everybody will still fucking cheer for him while everybody else has had to like do it in the background so the American populace doesn't see it.
Because I'm better than you.
Yeah. And Trump's just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna tell them that I'm fucking them over, and people are still gonna cheer for me. Watch this, like.
Yeah, well, I forgot what interview it was, or I think I just saw it on like YouTube when I was like going down the YouTube rabbit hole. But there was like an interview where they asked him, "Is like you donated to the Hillary Clinton campaign before when she was running for president?" And he's like, "Yeah, because that's what winners do. I wanted to win." He's like, just admits it, and he's just like straight up like, "I wanted to win." Yeah, I'm like, what? What?
He's just an unapologetic piece of shit.
Yeah.
And that's where we've come to where that's refreshing. It's like, oh, this is different. This is cool. Like, really?
At least everyone knows, like, he's this shady piece of shit and he's just open about it. He's like, that's the typical politician. He's just not hiding it. He's just like, I'm up front, like,
I see all the evil you're capable of right up front. Like, I'm just like, oh, this is you. Like, there might be little deviations here and there, but I pretty much got a box for you.
And just straight up, he's like, Mexico's not sending their best. Let's build a wall. It's just like, Jesus.
We're fucking building it. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Did you see him allocate emergency funds or whatever? Or not even emergency funds. He's having the U.S. military build the wall now.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck it, man. At least to give the engineer something to do.
But before that, I want to talk about Delaney again. This is one of his quotes. By mandating national service, we will build a future where young people begin their adult lives serving their country and working alongside people from different backgrounds. Jesus fucking Christ. By mandating, so we get to run. Oh, dude, it just...
Centrist Democrat.
Dude, at least it's not like slavery toward a specific race. Everyone gets slavery now.
Right, dude, it's equal slavery.
Yeah.
It's classist slavery.
Hey, man, he does have a point. Fucking hate and discontent breeds camaraderie. How do you think we're all fucking friends?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but still, dude, that's just insane. So every American, his policies states that every American will complete a minimum of 1 year and a maximum of 2 years of mandatory national service when they graduate high school or turn 18. The national service requirements will apply to individuals born after 2006, but will phase in over time. To meet the national service requirement, participants can choose one of 4 options. Serving in our nation's military, the requirements and duration will continue as they currently exist, so it's still 4-year terms. Active. And then serving in an expanded community service program, serving in a new national infrastructure apprenticeship program, or serving in a newly created climate corps.
There it is.
Soviet Russia, work make you.
In Poland, we eat rock.
Jesus fuck, dude. It's like, I don't...
We're gonna end racism with slavery.
All right, so I just found the climate corps stuff where it like explains it. So it's like to fight. This is what it is. To fight climate change, participants would assist in clean energy projects, including solar installation, so the government gets more money. Improving building efficiency, developing community gardens, and increasing awareness about sustainable practices. Provide information and support to families about sustainability, energy efficiency, and renewable energy. And participants would be stationed in rural and low-income areas to assist communities transition to green economy and invest in environmentally friendly projects.
This dude's a fucking communist.
Jesus.
This is communism. That's literally fucking communism. Like, hey, we're just gonna station all our fucking state people everywhere to build all your shit.
Oh, 1 year of service will result in 2 years of free in-state tuition.
Oh, we'll pay for your school, too, to go further indoctrinate yourself.
Where's this money coming from, bro?
Oh, us, dude. We get to pay for it all. That's what I want to point out. Is, alright, for one, we'll just start off. Anybody that thinks we need a fucking mandatory service for our military is a fucking retard. And the people that, like, try to quote countries, my favorite thing is to, alright, name me one fucking country that does mandatory service that is not like a maniacal piece of shit place to live.
Israel, bro.
Or a country surrounded by maniacal, well, Israel's both in this case. Surrounded by maniacal pieces of shit that do mandatory service to kill them. So they do it, like, so that's like your South Korea. South Korea has mandatory service.
Yeah.
Well, for one, because it's government, so it's power. But then on top of that, they sell it as, well, there's North Korea. And it's a very fucking...
That at least makes sense.
It's arguable.
Yeah.
It's an arguable thing. Like, yeah, dude, the North Koreans are there. They have 120,000 fucking artillery pieces pointed right at my capital. I mean, fucking talk peace, but you don't want to fucking leave the door open for that kind of fucking brutality.
Right.
So it's understandable. And most of it's like fucking piece of shit countries. There's no fucking... We have the strongest military on the fucking planet. We spend more than any other country on the earth
and it's all
on
voluntary.
Our fucking military.
Yes.
And it's all fucking voluntary. If anything, our military needs to be cut down to, like, fucking nothing.
We spend more on our military than in Iran's entire GDP.
Yeah. 100%. Hey, but they're a threat to us.
Yeah.
The Pentagon has more money than their whole fucking country, but they're a threat to us.
Yep.
That's fucking beautiful. Dude, like... Fucking all of Afghanistan doesn't even equal the GDP of like a fucking medium-sized city in this fucking country.
Yeah,
but they're a fucking threat to us.
They're gonna come and kill Americans. Invading our country.
It's just retarded. Mandatory service makes no fucking sense. For one, if you adopt mandatory service, you don't get to say you're a free country anymore. Even places like South Korea where it's arguable, that's cool. You're not a free country.
Yeah.
You cannot make that fucking argument in any way, shape, or form. If you force at gunpoint your fucking people to either work for you at whatever wage you want to pay them, because you don't have a fucking choice, it's not like you can just quit and go to another job, or B, go fucking kill for them. That's not freedom, motherfuckers.
Hey, but you're not allowed to have a beer.
Yeah. This is more for the random, not the fucking centrist Democrats. This is more for the fucking, like, neocon fucking Republican dipshits or the militarized ding-dongs that fucking think this is a great idea. None of it makes any fucking sense. For one, anybody that says the military made you a better man either probably came out as a fucking staff NCO or higher, so he's retarded, or he wasn't in the fucking military, so he just has this fucking romanticized idea of what a fucking Marine or a fucking soldier is, and it's like, he's probably a retard.
Yeah. Well, I thought even the climate core thing, that's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, we're gonna die in 14 months, so, we gotta do something about
18.
it. 18? Is it 18 now?
No, I don't know.
I've seen 18 months, 14 years, fucking 2012, I don't know.
I'm just making up numbers, bro. I thought that's what they do.
Dude, fuck it. Hey, we're gonna die in fucking 5 seconds. Who gives a shit?
And, I kind of just looked it up, but it'd be 4 million people every year would have to do, would be indoctrinated into this mandatory service every year.
Jesus.
Because every year, 14 million people turn 18.
That's fucking crazy.
So 4 million people would, even if they all chose to go in the military, I don't even know how big our military is, but I'm pretty sure it's quadruple or
I'm pretty
triple.
Sure. I'm pretty sure the army itself is somewhere around 1.2, 1.3 million or something like that.
I think everything else adds up to about 1 million.
Well, I think
if you add them together.
The Marine Corps is
100,000.
No, it's more than that, isn't it?
A little over 100. It's 160 maybe.
Jesus.
Yeah, but it's
Marine Corps is small.
Small.
Well,
branch.
yeah. I mean, that's why you it was always you go to a base and you find somebody you know.
Yeah, pretty much, because, fuck, dude, there's not that many places you can go.
Yeah.
California, Lejeune, and Japan.
And we're not even talking National Guard yet, too.
Hawaii.
That's true.
You got all the fucking National Guard stations, too.
Yeah.
They're all soldiers.
Yeah.
They're idiots, but they're all soldiers.
Barely.
That's just a lot. The amount of money you would have to generate for this,
it's insane. And that's what I'm saying. It all goes back to us, the American taxpayer.
Yeah. And
you don't have a choice in this shit. You have to. You have to fund it. And they don't get that. And it's we were joking right before we started the show where it was we were talking about the budget and how can you even say that it's a budget?
Oh no, I got it wrong. The entire military, the entire active duty fucking military for the United States, third largest military in the world, is about 1.3, 1.4 million people. Reserve personnel, so that's your National Guard and all that bullshit, about 845,600, and deployed personnel, 210,000.
Jesus, we have 210,000 people deployed right now.
Goddamn right, we're not an empire.
That's fucking insane. That's a lot of people.
That's more than some countries' populations.
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
That's insane.
Woo!
You could literally take over countries with 200.
You know, my favorite thing is looking up the U.S. military on Wikipedia and then just going down the list of engagements, because it just keeps going.
Well, we haven't. I think I think the stat on peacetime to wartime, and it doesn't include random conflicts that we've been in. I mean, we've been at war longer than we've been at peace in the United States.
We've been at peace for a total of around 20 years.
Yeah. And it's
for all of our 270 some odd fucking years of
We're not an empire.
Life.
We're not an empire.
Yeah. Dude.
And the only real arguable fucking wars that were actually for national defense is the revolution in 1812. Woo!
about it.
That's about fucking it. Everything else we've either started or fucking it was more or less we were aggressive, they were aggressive, we shot first. World War II was a cleanup of our fuck up and getting involved in World War I and making that a fucking shit show. So, like, pretty much every fucking war we've been on, I mean, do I have to even go into, like, Nam and fucking the Spanish-American War and fucking all that other shit? Not to mention the, like, constant war we waged, basic war, I mean, to them a war against the fucking natives for what, like, all the 1900s?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that was basically a genocide.
Yeah. So, hey man, free country.
We're not an empire.
Well, they were conquered.
We're not an empire.
Well, that's worse, right?
And it's just sad. It really does get fucking sad when you see shit like this. And it's like, we've gotten this fucking far, and you have all this history you can look back, and when you look at it objectively, it's like, the United States hasn't been a very fucking nice, kind, great nation, in all honesty. And you try to explain this shit to people, and they think fucking shit like, hey, what if we just, force everybody in the military? And then they know it. I saw one dipshit once that was, it was a fucking Vox article.
God,
and this dumb motherfucker was saying to end the wars, we should use mandatory service. Because proportionately, veterans are more anti-war than non-veterans. So, if we just give the government the ability to conscript everybody out of high school, that'll surely stop it. Yeah.
Dude, that's insane.
Think about how fucking retarded you have to write that entire goddamn article and not think that through at all. Like, that's Vox in a fucking nutshell, bro.
Yeah, dude,
like,
Vox.
that shit, I read that whole goddamn thing and I swear to God I had cancer after.
Yeah. And like, you could probably ask anyone today, even like the politicians will admit, like, if you ask them about Vietnam, they'll say it was a mistake. And there was...
Most of them. There's still some retards.
Yeah, most of them will say it was a mistake. We shouldn't have done it, or at least not handled it the way we did. So, and like, there was people literally being drafted that didn't want to go, that would be thrown in cages. So imagine, like, now everyone has to go. What happens when it's an unpopular war?
Dude, if this country institutes a draft for mandatory service, man, I'm fucking boogalooing. That's done. Like, you're tyrants. That's it. That's the last nail in the coffin. That's tyranny. You're an authoritarian. It's time to die.
Yeah, for real, dude. Like
I
honestly,
fucking bet.
I ain't going to prison.
Dude.
My kid's not signing up for your bullshit. Fucking
yeah, dude. Oh, yeah,
service.
if I have a fucking kid, you're not signing up for fucking selective service. I don't give a fuck. You're not signing up for any of that fucking shit. And if you get fucking called, well, this is why I taught you how to fucking shoot. Grab your fucking rifle, boy, because we're going fucking commie hunting. It's fucking no. You're not fucking forcing me or my own fucking family to go fucking fight your fucking bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. That's my biggest thing is like, I wouldn't be able, I'd be like, nope. Maybe I would move out of this country at that point if nobody else is boogalooing.
Nah, man, I ain't moving.
If nobody else is boogalooing, I'm not boogalooing by myself.
That's the fucking thing about boogalooing, man. It really is relying on the fucking culture and the people. And it's like, I feel like they're just trying to sissy step all this bullshit because people are just fucking soft.
Oh, dude.
And a lot of people
I think that's the truest statement ever is like, I feel like the majority of people are just fucking soft.
Yeah. And they're just clamoring for fucking slavery at this point.
Yeah.
Like, control my healthcare, control my education, make me go fight in your fucking wars to end them. It's just this endless spiral of fucking absolute horseshit. The conservatives aren't making this government small. Nobody's fucking reducing shit. The debt's still going up, and we're still bombing fucking everybody, people. It's been, goddamn, dude, there are fucking people going to deploy in the fucking Middle East that weren't even alive for fucking 9/11.
Children of the original Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts their children are now serving in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yes.
That's insane. That's fucking insane.
And nobody can fucking sit here, and this is why I'm fucking anti-war first, is that like, it seems like nobody can fucking actually sit back and look at this fucking objectively and just be like, this is a fucking disaster. This isn't fucking a Tulsi Gabbard fucking talking point, because she's fucking useless anyway.
Yeah, she's garbage.
Yeah, it's annoying because it's like, it's just like, people just go over it. It's like, they're anti-war. That's good.
Most
that's
people
all it
don't
is.
even...
It's not like a big deal. And it's like,
It's
killing.
It's
literally killing people.
It's like a badge that they can wear. Oh yeah, I'm anti-war just because they said it one time in a debate.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you look at their policies and shit like that, and they're not fucking anti-war. They're anti-one war of one, with one thing. And that's my problem with Tulsi Gabbard.
Well, that's what Tulsi Gabbard is. We gotta stop arming our enemies and just keep killing our enemies. No, bitch, we need to get the fuck out.
Well, no, she'll absolutely say, like, I want to stop, I think, like, what her main thing is, like, she wants to stop funding Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because, and her argument is that they're getting us into all these wars and blah, 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 blah. But it's like, then you look at her and she uses that as her anti-war badge, you know? That's her anti-war badge right there is, you know, defunding the Saudis and not dealing with them so we can pull out of the Middle East. But then you look at her, stances on like the Ukraine and Russia, and she's like, no, we should fund the Ukraine against Russia, and you know the stance on wars in Africa that we've been in for a long time,
since like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, since like the 80s and 90s, and we still have troops over there building fucking trenches in goddamn Djibouti and shit, and she's completely okay with that too, and it's like, yeah, you're not anti-war, bitch. Like,
you're anti-war.
You're anti-Saudi Arabia, which, I mean, yeah, you fucking should be, but you're not anti-war. And anybody who uses or says that Tulsi Gabbard is anti-war, you're living in a fucking dream world.
And that's what's really cool is Mance Rayder actually had a fucking dude who's still in the fucking National Guard, who's just stationed in fucking Djibouti.
Yeah.
And all he was doing was propaganda.
Yeah.
To fucking try to convince people to support one side over the other. It's fucking meddling. It's absolutely fucking meddling. You cannot set up government. These people have to fucking self-govern or they're not going to go anywhere. These, like, Americans have this whole fucking fucked up concept that they don't understand. Like, hey, if China came in, killed a fuck ton of people, bombed all your fucking cities, killed the Congress, the president, everything. I'm talking about China, fucking NSA. China comes in and fucking does all this and then installs their government on you.
Yeah, that's like
even if it's another democracy, even if it's another democracy,
even if they're Americans that only 2% of the population agrees with.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be fighting. Fucking Democrats, Libertarians, Republicans are gonna be suicide bombing fucking federal buildings.
Yeah,
like you're not going to sit. I mean, fuck people. You're terrified of fucking Mexicans trying to pick fucking strawberries, and you think that
my avocados.
And you're looking at these fucking people that are blowing up armored vehicles that can't even fucking read the actual nads on these people, and you can't understand the concept that maybe that they don't view that fucking government as legitimate. And a lot of people don't. A lot of those tribes don't. Yeah. They know it's an American puppet fucking government. We put that in there. That's not fucking them.
Yeah. Everyone thinks that we can just in place democracy, but it's not even like a real democracy. It's Americans' version of democracy that they think is best for those people. Like the only way, no one can decide how you can live your life. The best person to decide how you live your life is you. Like, that's the whole philosophy behind libertarians, basically.
Yeah.
It's like individual rights. So why do you think some foreign country that's dropping these leaders and like, this is who you follow now? Like,
no.
In what world do you think that would work?
It wouldn't work on you.
It wouldn't work here. Like,
not in a day. Russia, China, the whole fucking world can gang up on us, kill our entire fucking government, install another government, and I fucking bet most of this fucking country would be up in arms in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
It would just be like you see fucking like UN troops going through a fucking, like, I would love to see UN troops try to push through Texas. Like, oh, yeah. Good luck. Bye. Have fun. You thought fucking Afghanistan was rough?
Yeah. And then the whole like idea of like putting on sanctions on countries to try to like persuade the population into picking your side, basically. That doesn't even make sense. So you're gonna starve them until they like pick your side.
Scott Horton made a great point on this. You're just giving that government its ammunition to stay in power.
Yeah.
Because nothing keeps a government in tyrannical power more than a fucking enemy that's hurting you. So it's not that hard for a government to then look at the people that you're starving and go, hey, we're trying really hard, but these fucking evil Americans, they won't let you get food. They're
bring
starving you. We're doing our best. Remember, we're your people. We got you. Fucking the Americans are attacking us. We're gonna defend you. We're gonna stop this.
Yeah.
It's that fucking easy. I'm a retard and I can come up with that.
They make it easy. The American government makes it very easy for tyrannical governments to stay in power constantly.
Like, how do you think North Korea's in fucking power?
Yeah.
They just go on and on about how fucking America's gonna fucking try to attack them again. And they've got that population so goddamn, I mean, I'm no Michael Malice, but they got that population so goddamn fucking propagandized that, like, they think that, like, North Korea is bigger than America and that, like, it's because America's teaming up with the rest of the world, which we are, to fucking attack them. And it's like, you're feeding that government. I mean, fuck North Korea, but you're feeding that government
all the ammunition they need to propagandize these people.
Like, you want to get rid of the North Korean government? Open up the fucking borders and give them internet.
Yeah.
I'd give it 2 weeks. Like, you're out of your fucking mind.
Dude, and I kind of was thinking about this. Like, you know how, like, American politics are really popular? Like, other people in other countries even follow our politics?
Yeah.
And I really thought about that, and it's really, like, kind of weird. It's like, I was thinking, like, why would anyone care what we do? But when our country is has influence in all these different countries, it's like, yeah, if you're some fucking poor dude in, like, Afghanistan, you probably want them to have a good leader over there because they're going to be, I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, there's probably dudes that were kind of like, oh, Trump's talking about ending wars here. I'm kind of happy that he's their president now. And it's like, for the
2 years later, another JDAM drops on your village, and you're like, oh, never mind.
Exactly. But, like, the point is, like, that's how scary it is that our government is to have that much power where you can take food supplies from innocent people and starve them.
And not just, like, weak countries. We do it to, like, Russia, China, fucking... We do it to, like, powerful countries. Like, we throw sanctions on fucking Russia all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, absolutely. You don't think fucking... Oh, God, dude. Russian agents. But no. You don't think fucking Russia, Putin, sitting there fucking watching who's going to be elected, studying each candidate, who he thinks gonna win, what their platforms are, how they view him and his country. Dude, like... Oh, it's evil Putin. Yeah, we would beat Russia in a fucking war.
Yeah.
It would be fucking hell.
It would be fucking hell. It wouldn't be over quickly, and they would have the same kind of fucking uprising and fucking, like, insurgency, like, almost at our fucking level that we would have here.
Oh, yeah.
But we would beat them in a fucking war. They know that. You don't think he's fucking sitting there like when Hillary Clinton used to go on about fucking putting up no-fly zones? You're talking about shooting down Russian military aircraft. And Putin was on TV going, you shoot down my aircraft, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I don't care that you're America. I know you're a superpower. That's cool. Come into my country, motherfuckers. Make the mistake of others. Bet.
He's like, bet.
Yeah, and the whole thing is like, at times like that, they don't even care if they win. It's about taking out as many as you can at that point.
Yeah.
Because regardless, you're doing what you're doing to defend yourself. So it's like, I don't even care if I win. I don't fucking care. I'm just gonna kill as many motherfuckers as I can before I go down.
Pretty much. That's what it is.
And that's what we create all around the fucking world. That's what we create. We create that identity, and it's very much our identity, but we create that in every other society, and then they just get more and more radicalized to their views, which is, I mean, that can go either way, but at the same time, it's just more of the fact that we create that I'm going to take down as many motherfuckers as I can, just in spite
defending my land, my property, my family,
just to spite the Americans.
Why do you think a 14-year-old with a fucking 100-year-old bolt-action rifle really thinks he's gonna win against a U.S. Marine platoon? No. But if he gets one, it's worth it.
Yeah.
To him, it's a fucking win. I'm a fucking untrained dipshit farmer, and I just killed a fucking U.S. Marine. He won, dude.
Got that W.
Like, it's exactly what you said, Luke. It's this fucking... We create this goddamn complex of fucking, like... The only people that don't view America as an empire is America and all of our little fucking puppet bitches.
Yeah.
Like, all the little fucking Western European allies, and all of our little, like, Japan and shit. They're all just like our little fucking bitches, basically. Like, we are fucking empire to every other fucking country.
Yeah, the amount of foreign bases that we have is insane.
China is specifically orienting every aspect of its military to defend against the United States.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they're building islands in the middle of the fucking ocean, and all they're doing is just loading them with fucking missiles to take out ships.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dude, that was a big thing when
when we were in Japan.
Because it was always in the news, and it was like, Japan's building these islands.
What sea was that?
East China Sea?
I
think so.
Was it East China Sea?
But there was like these...
Sea Japan?
They were literally making islands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were pouring millions and millions of pounds of sand onto the ocean floor to literally create islands, and they were creating runways and I mean they were it wasn't like these well equipped islands, you know, they're just these big bars of sand.
Yeah.
But it's in an ocean that's not very well, or not, it's not like the part of that ocean is very calm. So they usually stay for long enough, you know, to get their...
Yep, and they keep rebuilding on it.
Yeah, and they just keep rebuilding on it and fortifying it and fortifying it and fortifying it. And, like, those... I mean, that was a big deal when we were in Japan.
They were always talking about that.
Yeah,
because...
And then we were and then China kept flying their planes over Japan.
Yeah.
And that was another big deal.
Yeah.
And Japan was flying their planes over China, and it was like on this peninsula that...
Because it was like territorial dispute, because China said they had this claim to this part of the sea, and Japan and South Korea said they had this claim, but like China's like, fuck you, we do what we want.
Yeah. And it's not even about Japan or Korea, it's about America. Like, that's why they're doing it.
Yeah, because China knows, listen up, you little Republican dipshits that think our military is the greatest. We would get slaughtered trying to invade fucking mainland China.
Oh, it's like damn near impossible.
Like, you're fucking talking about fucking a country that can muster through forced conscription, yay, China, fucking around our population and military strength.
Mm-hmm.
Our population, every man, woman, swinging fucking dick back in America, you have a Chinese soldier for. Like, you can arm that many people with fucking spears and they're gonna push you back into the fucking beach. And they have a modern military.
Yeah, their military's not bad. They have like 1 billion, their population's like 1 billion. It's like 1/7 of the world lives in China.
So, like, they know that the only way America would be able to that we'd be able to stop that is our air power. Because you can build up all the military force in the world, I'll just keep building more fucking bombs.
Yeah.
Military targets are really big targets, they're really easy to hit. So, you could just bomb the shit out of it. So, that's what China's doing. They're building a giant fortress where their missiles are specifically designed to outreach our fucking aircraft.
Yeah.
They're literally just stopping our Navy and our air assets from ever being able to reach mainland China. And if they do that, then guess what? You ain't fucking taking China, motherfuckers, because you ain't pushing your fucking army into that bitch.
Nope.
You ain't got a fucking chance in hell.
Well, it's worse than like D-Day.
Oh yeah, it would be way worse than D-Day.
Oh, you get slaughtered.
Oh, it'd be way worse than
I don't
D-Day.
even know if you could even land on the beach.
Yeah.
It'd be ridiculous. I mean, for every fucking soldier or marine compared to their Chinese equivalent, you'd be pretty better. Like, you'd be better than them probably. And a lot of our guys have more combat experience and shit. But you're talking about 5-6 fucking Chinese soldiers for every fucking American. So fuck you.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
So, yeah, that's...
Where I was gonna go, because you were talking about conscripted service.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, why do we keep thinking, like, it's different if America does it compared to... you know, communist China. Like, why would we even put in place something that is used as, like, a giant tool in communist China to keep people pacified?
Yeah.
Like, they have conscripted service, and we're gonna come over here and be like, you know, we want conscripted service too.
Yeah.
Because we're free.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
To end racism.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just ridiculous. What other topics did you have, Typo? You had some.
I was going to say that Bernie Sanders is the best crony capitalist that I know.
Oh, yeah. By far.
He campaigns on living wages and free healthcare and free college and all this free stuff while writing a book about it, selling it, making millions, buying 3 houses, and then when his own people bitch they're not getting paid $15 an hour, he fires them and
cuts their hours. And then gives them 15 an hour. Before those saying, whoa, we give them competitive market wages.
Yeah.
What? Way to sound like a Republican, Bernie. Way to sound like a Republican.
It's like, yeah, he might preach all this like socialist idea, but he's a capitalist. Like, he's making...
It's just another fucking scumbag, dude. It's champagne fucking communism. That's why I hate AOC so fucking much. That's why I don't even talk about her, because she actually pisses me off. Because she's a fucking champagne socialist. She's at a silver spoon. That bitch does not know what it's like to work a fucking day in her life. Oh, you are a bartender? Oh, fucking pity you. Jesus fucking Christ. Go fuck yourself. You think that's a fucking hard day's work. You're fucking telling... It's these fucking people, and she grew up in this nice little fucking family with silver spoons shoved up her fucking ass, and then she clamors for the fucking working man? No, you fucking don't.
Yeah.
You're a fucking... I hate those fucking
dude, and then
people.
she when she first even moved to DC, she couldn't even afford the housing. Like, she didn't budget herself properly when she moved there. And then you expect her to create a whole budget, the Green New Deal that's gonna fix our economy and save us from climate change or whatever. Like, that doesn't even make sense. You can't even do your own budget individually. What makes you think you can do it for an entire fucking country?
Well, yeah, because most of the people that are fucking elected are retards. It's a popularity contest, not an intelligence contest.
Yeah,
you hire smart people to write dumb shit for you for other fucking dumb people, and then you say some stupid shit that sounds really good, and then they give you the nukes. And that's America.
We have the nukes.
It's just so annoying, dude. I don't know. I just don't understand, like, how that appeals to people. Maybe it's because I came from the right, so, like, that should never appeal to me, but, I mean, I don't know. I don't see how people are like, oh, free shit, like, this is gonna work out. Like, I don't know.
I just don't understand the whole aspect of why people think free shit is actually free.
Or good.
Yeah.
Like, if it's free, it means it's still gonna be the same level of, like, it's going to be good. Like, like they're going to get free healthcare. Is it going to be good healthcare?
Yeah.
Or is it free college? Is it actually good college?
Yeah, there's
is it actual education, or is it just a certificate that says that I'm better than these people?
Yeah, I got a bunch of free shit in the military. It was all fucking junk. My fucking rifle was fucking free, and it made noises when I shook it that it shouldn't fucking make. Yeah. And I went to war with it. Like, it's a fucking joke. I think that's why we're able to fucking see that type of shit is like, listen, you don't want anything the government gives you.
Yeah, okay. Anytime it's people, like, I fucking hate it when car commercials do it, and it's like, this is military grade shit.
What? So the fucking radiator's gonna blow and I'm gonna have to pour fucking gallons of water into the cooling tank to make it fucking run for the next couple miles to limp it back?
It's so annoying when I see that shit, dude. It's like, oh, so I know it's trash. Well, I'm not buying that.
Yeah. Anything that's military grade or army strong. I'm like, I'm good. I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, dude. It's so annoying. Especially in, like, vehicles. Because it's like, wow, I'm gonna break down on the interstate for some reason.
I should have just been a Navy SEAL so I could just, like, brand my own fucking workout bullshit.
Yeah, dude.
Just make my own dumbass, like, workout. It's like, nothing but fucking, like, dick push-ups for fucking 2 hours straight. It's like the new Navy SEAL fucking all-body workout or something. I don't know.
You could do that. Every fucking Navy SEAL. But no, there's a guy that follows us, and I think we follow him. I can't remember his name. And I just realized he was SF in something. I don't know what branch, but he always just sits there and shits on Navy SEALs, dude. It is so fucking funny. I'm gonna find him while we're talking, but
yeah, fuck Navy SEALs,
dude. It is so fucking funny. He had a whole thread, and he was like arguing with other people, but it was like just shitting on Navy SEALs, and I was like, damn, I never thought about that,
dude.
Damn, I never.
That's
thought
what kind
of
of sucks about, like, getting into liberty mindset and this, like, liberty movement thing. Because, like, you listen to Scott Horton and you're like, oh man, like when he was talking about Chris Kyle in the movie American Sniper or whatever. And it's like, in the movie they showed, like, those fucking bad guys that were, like, chopping up their own people. And he was like, yeah, we were arming them. we funded them.
We funded them.
I was like, oh.
I don't know, man.
Movie's ruined for me now.
I got a hand job the first time I watched that movie in the theater, so I can't, like, there's there's a good memory attached with that I can't separate the two.
What he means with that is he was jacking himself off in the theater.
Oh, no, dude.
Watching.
No, it was some busted ass chick that I got off of fucking POF, and yeah, she gave me a handy.
Were you guys in the base theater?
No, yeah, it was actually when I was visiting Arizona during, like, one of the, like, 96s. So fucking, I like met this girl on Tinder, and like I was like, hey, you want to go see a movie? It was like the last day I was in Arizona before heading back to base too, and I was like, hey, you want to go see a movie? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, what movie you want to see? And she's like, I don't know, you pick. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Like, I'm probably gonna fuck you anyway, so I'm gonna pick American Sniper because I want to see it. So fucking, we go to watch American Sniper, and she just like started grabbing us. So I just like unzipped my pants and just kept watching like. Fucking Chris Kyle smoke dudes is fucking, she just starts like jerking me off, and I'm just like, okay. Except like she wasn't very good at it, just like she wasn't very good at like many other things throughout the fucking night. You ever had to stare at the corner of a room so that you can come? Like, yes. She also sounded like a fucking dying giraffe. It was like, it was a rough experience. Definitely not in my top 5.
And you were watching like Chris Kyle like fuck people up, and at the time you were probably like, fuck yeah.
Oh no, she got a dirty hand because I was watching fucking war movies as like still in the Marine Corps. It was like fresh back from Afghanistan, like
kill them.
I'm still falling for the propaganda. So at the time the movie was awesome.
At that time it was just more or less like I got shot at by a lot of people that they were portraying as in that movie. So I was like,
Dude,
rough days.
Yeah, for real. I think, dude, the base theater, when we went to watch American Sniper, it was intense. You get a whole bunch of, military guys all in one big ass fucking theater watching. They came to watch this movie, and it was the only movie playing, and it was dead silent. Like, usually, our base theater on Hanson, it was like all those old movies that you see military guys watching movies where they're
like in their uniform, throwing popcorn, joking around, drinking. Like no one gives a shit about the movie.
Yeah, that's usually what every movie is at the base theater on Hanson, except for American Sniper. It was dead silent the entire movie. It was fucking weird.
Yeah, and spoilers. So don't listen the next minute if you haven't seen the movie, if you really care. But Chris Kyle dies. Because
who doesn't know that Chris Kyle dies? That's like, hey man, don't watch people. I don't want to spoil the end of Titanic for you.
I mean, I don't know. Some people that probably don't follow the military, but he dies because he was actually helping military members after he got out with like PTSD and like talking them through it and stuff, which is really cool.
And a Marine got another one, dude. We're good at fucking.
And a Marine
people.
killed him, but dude, and then it showed like the videos of like because his funeral was at the Cowboy Stadium, and then they showed like the camera of like his what's the cars? What are they called?
The hearse. Hearse.
Yeah. And it had like all these people were lined up, had like signs and shit, and they're like supporting him, dude. It was like kind of sad.
It was super sad.
So then you fucking the movie ended, and it was like rest in peace, Chris Kyle, and had like his dates of his death or birth and death or whatever. And then the movie was over, and then everyone got up. No one said a fucking word. We walked out of the theater, and it was probably we walked another 100 meters, and someone's like, well, that was a good movie. Like, fuck yeah, dude. That was shit, man. That was fucking heavy.
Yeah, it was so crazy. It was so crazy. And I mean, at that time, watching that movie, I mean, that's fucking everything.
That's what everyone that joins the military wants to be. Well, generally, everyone wants to be. They want to be that hero.
Well, yeah. That movie was like the most perfect fucking propaganda piece ever. It was like, it was all fucking bad guys. You're a fucking good guy. All these dudes are just trying to make it through this hard time against all these.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing that, like, actually going through the military, even when you're in, man, like, well, that movie itself actually was able to hit on a lot of fucking, like, nostalgia-type bullshit, keep, like, military guys into it. But then you see a lot of other Hollywood movies that don't do that as well, and you're, like, looking at it, and you're like, this is all complete horseshit.
There's a part in that movie, and it's when I think he's going to Iraq, he's on his 4th deployment, but I don't know if I think he's going to Iraq at that time. And he sees his brother.
God,
and
that was so sad.
His brother's leaving.
His brother's a Marine.
And he's like, he walked up and he's like, hey, how's it going? And his brother's like, fuck this place, man.
I need to get the fuck out of here.
And that's all he said to him and walked away.
Yeah, dude, because he's not a hot shot fucking SF fucking sniper.
Yeah.
That dude was a fucking grunt kicking in doors day in and day out every fucking day. Like, SF dudes go in, go out, they fucking raid a fucking building, they're real good at what they do, they fucking slaughter a bunch of fucking people and they leave. You're a fucking ground pounder that you don't go in, go out, you just keep going. And going. Going.
That's the difference. That's the fucking
You kick in a door and you have no idea what's on the other side.
And you don't have that confidence and fucking training level. And that kind of like courage that will fucking come with that.
And the other thing is like, you know, I see a lot more SF guys and especially SEALs that are stupid pro-military, you know? They're stupid pro-military, and they're still, like, for wars and shit like that. But then you see the grunts, and the day in and day out grunts, and the radio operators and those guys that are super against the war. And it's like, I wonder fucking why.
Well, yeah, dude.
One has to live it every day, and the other one, they do some pretty crazy shit.
Yeah, and they're nail drivers. Absolutely.
They're doing crazy shit, but they're very much you go in, you get out. And then you go in again and you get out over, you know, their entire deployment time.
They're not mainline combat troops that are not meant to be.
Yeah. And
they're going in, they're generally going after, like, actual hard target bad guys.
Yeah.
Like, the leaders of Al-Qaeda.
Yeah, very easy to make
they're not going after, like, some dad that's with Al-Qaeda because of whatever reason and making bombs in his fucking house to protect his son or whatever the fuck. Like, they don't run into everyday regular people like that. They run into like the hard leaders that force this movement.
They don't patrol the same village for 7 months.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Day in and day out, every fucking day. Like, that's like most of our fucking deployments. Like, I didn't do that as much in my deployment to Afghanistan, but like a lot of fucking guys, like you pretty much got posted in a like patrol base out in the middle of fucking nowhere with your platoon, and you just patrol the fucking villages all around you. That's all you do. Basically, you just go out, wait to get shot at so that you can be a fucking Marine or a soldier and kill your enemy and then go back home and go back to sleep to do it all again tomorrow. And that's what you're going to be doing and then the Army does it for a fucking year.
Yeah,
they do year rotations.
They have fucking easy ass rotations. Now, they have easy fucking deployments.
Dude, even the Marine Corps has easy ass rotations now.
Yeah, that's true. It's all, I don't know. It's all bullshit. We shouldn't fucking be there anymore. It's all fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to say about that. Well,
mandatory service isn't going to make it fucking better.
But, yeah, no, mandatory service does not make it fucking better at all.
It'll make alcohol sales go up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how...
Plenty of fish will get a lot more members.
Yeah.
They'll probably just raise taxes on alcohol, too.
Probably.
Yeah.
You ever think about all the money, like the 6-figure salaries they're paying all these like fat fucking slobs that come talk to you every 6 months about telling you to like quit drinking energy drinks and smoking?
Yeah.
Talk about a waste of fucking money, motherfuckers.
Yeah, for real. Dude,
I remember one of my corporals, this fucking, I mean, heavy fucking like labored breathing, obviously like, that's not her healthy body weight. And this bitch is sitting there talking to us about fucking how unhealthy it is to smoke and shit, and how bad tobacco products are for you, and like, you're a warrior, you can't do that. And I just watched my corporal just stick the fattest fucking, I'm talking like, that motherfucker like 2-fingered half the fucking can, and ripped his like front row right in front of her, tucked that bitch in, and just fucking right into a bottle. And she literally looked at me and was like, really? He was like, yeah, you made me hanker for it. Just got fucking spit, and I'm like, yeah, you fucking, it's nice to tell people to not smoke and not do energy drinks, then how do you expect me to drive for 8 hours after going off fucking 2 hours of fucking sleep for the last 3 days? Because guess what, bitch? The caffeine pills and the MRE don't fucking quite cut it.
Basically.
I took C4, I just took pre-workout. Like, I needed it. That was my emergency.
Yeah. And people
was pre-workout. I would just take it just to stay awake, to keep functioning.
My big emergency was fucking hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer in the eyes, baby. That's how you wake up.
Hand sanitizer in the eyes, or just fucking huffing that shit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
In boot camp, I used to do that shit all the time because I was just like, I'm so tired. I would literally sleepwalk in formation. Because I was so fucking tired.
I passed out standing at not passed out from the lack of my knees, but like an MCT. Marine combat training, I almost fucking, like, basically body slammed, like, this 5'3" female Marine that was right in front of me, because we were fucking standing there for, like, an hour, Yeah, and fucking, like, first we were sitting around. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was during, like, the reception process. So, like, we were running off, like, no fucking sleep.
Yeah.
And fucking, we're standing at attention. I just felt my fucking, right in. And as I caught myself falling, like, threw my foot out, but, like, I, like, bumped the girl and fucking pushed her forward a little bit. And, like, everybody looked at me, and I was like, oh, sorry, guys, passed out a little bit there.
I would fall asleep in formation, like, standing up. Like, I found my balance.
And you're gonna pay this fat bitch to tell me not to take fucking energy drinks.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah,
and the amount of time your time is wasted in the military, like, people need to fill that void. That's what people pick up smoking or dipping for.
Yeah, dude, for real.
You just need something to fucking do when they're wasting 8 hours of your day sitting in the middle of a fucking desert.
Yeah.
Not knowing what you're gonna do next.
Like, especially in the field, I know guys that wouldn't smoke, and then we'd go to the field, and they'd bring a whole carton of fucking cigarettes with them.
Yeah.
Because legitimately, it's something to do. Because you're mostly just sitting around jerking your fucking dick all day.
Dude, that's when you would see, like, more officers in staff NCO start smoking. Because, at least where I was, I hardly ever seen them. Maybe a few staff NCOs, but officers, you hardly ever see them. And then they go to the field, and everyone's smoking. Everyone's doing dip. Like,
oh, yeah.
It's just,
real.
like...
That was always funny. That was always funny. It's crazy it's fucking insane how the military works. Like,
yeah, we're the best in the world.
Yeah, dude.
That still blows my mind. Like, after being in it for 5 years, and it's like,
you're like, that's it. That's was
the best.
That was, especially the Marine Corps. It's like that was the tip of the spear, guys.
Yeah.
This is our fucking Jesus Christ. We are fucked.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I watched a fucking dude even compensate for his RCO plug like fucking 6 rounds right into a wall. Like, fucking looking at the guy through his scope, and he's just bam, 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 until, like, the staff sergeant, like, he didn't notice, like, the amount of, like, debris flying in his fucking face from him plugging 5.56 rounds into a wall that's literally right in front of his barrel. So, like, our staff sergeant had to, like, hit him upside the back of the head with his fucking Kevlar during a firefight. And be like, hey, dipshit, your scope's over your barrel. Yes, no, sergeant. And then he went right back to doing it.
Dude, when I was in MCT, someone put a hammer pair in their foot.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How?
Okay, so, like, you know how the training is, it's like, they, like, targets, and then
turn, shoot.
Turn, shoot, or
present.
Yeah. Well, present is when you bring your rifle up to shoot the target, you know? Well, when he heard present, he didn't bring his fucking rifle up, and then I think the next term is targets.
Yeah.
So when they say targets, that's when you shoot. Well, he didn't bring his rifle up on present, so he heard targets and pulled the trigger twice. A hammer pair in his foot.
That's fucking glorious, dude.
Tip of the spear.
Tip of the fucking spear.
Dude, that happened like a week, when I first got to MCT, and it was before we did any of our training, like the whole receiving bullshit.
Yeah.
And then the guys that were a week ahead of us, that happened to him, and we're like, Jesus Christ, we're gonna get fucking shot here. Like, by ourselves.
Can you imagine, can you look back at how many negligent discharges you remember in all field ops? And, like, dude, especially when I did my workup, because you're just constantly in the field and it's a lot of live fire.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, NDs all the fucking time. Like, constantly.
The range goes cold and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, dude, so you have to sit around for another 2 hours as they investigate why a 19-year-old private who hasn't slept in 3 days might have accidentally pulled the trigger.
It was always worse.
But, like, no, here's it. No. Think about how bad that'll be with mandatory service.
Yeah, for real. Dude, remember on the range?
Some of y'all are retards.
The regular fucking range, and you'd be doing the rapid fire.
Oh,
they go, cease fire.
Pop, pop, pop.
Bang!
Oh
like,
my god. Dude, that was the best. Exactly. No.
Target 47. You shot after I told you to stop.
No.
Come see the tower.
Come see the tower.
What Typo was just talking about. So, like, every year you have to qualify. You have Table 1 and Table 2. So, Table 1...
see the tower.
Table 1 is like your, you do 100, was it 100? No, you start 200, right? Or is it 100?
I think it's just 100.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe.
I
think it's 200.
It's 200, alright.
But for when you qual, it's 100. So you do 200 for practice, and then qualifying
I'm pretty sure you do 100.
No, it's 100, 300, 500.
Okay, yeah. 100, sorry, it's been a while, guys. So you start out fucking, you do 100 rant, you do 100 yard, you do 300 yard, and then you do 500 yard.
Yeah.
And then that's Table 1. So then you do Table 2, And that's all, like, supposed to be more close combat, like 2 to the chest, 1 to the head, 2 to the chest, 1 to the pelvis, 1 shot to the face, like, fucking all these, like, super rapid drills. So what Typo is talking about is that fucking, you have, like, a rapid fire, so that's you doing, like, the 2 to the chest, 1 to the head.
No, the rapid fire, the 10 shots.
Oh, you're talking about table 1 then.
Yeah,
okay, so table 1. So during table 1 is fucking, you have 2 rapid fires. At 300, you have the sitting rapid fire, and then at the 500, or no, fucking, you have the sitting rapid fire at the fucking 100, and you have the fucking prone rapid fire at the fucking 300.
Yeah, yep, there you go.
So, the fucking, so what you do is you have to shoot 10 rounds in a row, and they give you a fucking ample amount of time.
It's a whole minute.
Yeah. So basically, you just have to shoot 10 rounds without adjusting and be able to have your group within a fucking, like, circle.
You're hitting a shoulder, a profile, you know, shoulder and above profile.
You can't see the circle, but you kind of train yourself to be able to shoot that center mass, so you fucking try to get your grouping in there.
Yeah.
How many times I've had such a tight-ass grouping, and it was, like, a solid inch above the center, so, like, I get, like, half the score. Fuck me. But so, like, so you'd fucking hear, like, after a while, you hear them, ceasefire, ceasefire. Especially, like, nobody's shot in a second. And I swear to Christ, every time we were at the fucking range, as these guys have already gone through, was you'd hear the ceasefire, ceasefire. And then, like, a full second passes, and then you hear pop.
And you're like, you motherfucker. And then, the tower guys, they do this every week. And it usually happens at least once a day. So they're fucking tired of it. So you just hear them come on the radio, because it's like a big sound system.
And they're assholes, too.
And they are assholes. Well, and I understand, because, like, you have to deal with stupidity constantly. And you're like, you just hear them, and they're like, Target 47, you shot after the ceasefire. Come see the tower. And they just sound so depressed. Like,
because it's like, are you retarded? Like, you've been doing this since boot camp.
Yeah.
This is like the fucking 3rd thing they teach you. Like, hey, when you hear ceasefire, you stop pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you have to do. Just don't shoot anymore. And it's always like a hesitant pause. It's not like they go, ceasefire, ceasefire, pop, and you hear, like, during the ceasefire. Yeah. No, it's like, the guy stops saying ceasefire, a few seconds pass, and then somebody shoots their gun. And you're just like, why?
You motherfucker.
Why?
And then the range.
The best is when it's an officer.
Oh, no,
that's my favorite.
An officer or staff NCO.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Yeah, it's the best.
Some fat fucking supply slob. Oh, God, I love it.
Dude.
And that's what your tax dollars go towards.
That's what your tax dollars go towards. And he's
voluntary.
on the range.
That's voluntary service.
That's voluntary. Just
Dude,
imagine how
I would not want to run a live fucking fire range with fucking mandatory service members. You out your fucking mind. You know how many times I've already been flagged by, like, some fucking, like, fat wook that's, like, not strong enough to pick up a rifle with one hand. So, like, goes sideways with her finger on the trigger, loaded, and, like, points it right at my fucking face. Yeah, that's East Coast Marine Corps combat training in a nutshell.
Well, dude,
and it's like, how many fucking just, like, fat beta male fucking dudes do the same bullshit all the fucking time, and it's like, you're just gonna make that, like, 100 times worse.
There was always, at least once a year in Okinawa, somebody shot somebody else on the range.
God damn it.
At least once a year.
Dude,
and it was probably closer to every 3 to 4 months, somebody got shot on the range because they shot somebody else.
Yeah, I think when we were there, someone actually died.
Yeah, somebody got shot in, like, the fucking head.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude.
Because somebody next to them was doing that and, like, messing with their rifle, trying to reload it, and had a round still in the chamber and had it sideways and bink, shot the dude next to him in the head.
You keep your fucking booger hook off the goddamn bank switch until you're ready to fucking boom boom. God damn it.
Treat, never keep, keep.
Yeah.
Treat, never keep, keep.
Well, I think that should wrap up our episode. I want to give a couple shout outs to, Fadcast. They always are awesome to us.
They're a great show. They're a funny show. If you found us before you found them, you fucked up. Yeah, they're great.
Go listen to them. I also want to give a shout out to Insurgency Knitting Circle.
Always.
Those dudes are fucking dope. They're also, some vets and paramedics and prior cops and all that shit. And
a couple hippies thrown in there and know how to grow food real fucking good, or boogaloo enthusiasts.
Yeah, they're dope. They're fucking awesome. And then the last one that I want to say is the Rollo and Slappy show. You guys got to go if you want more knowledge on the Bitcoin and shit like that, and then
yeah, that's where I'm gonna send everybody. Anybody that like I'm not going to because I'm not smart enough. I already have enough things. I have my limit already, man. I'm there. So like Bitcoin, it looks really interesting. I'm 100% about it, but like have fun, guys. Like, I support you.
I'd say go listen to some of their episodes on it because Rollo's fucking way too smart to be associated with us in any way, shape, or form. Do you guys have anybody?
Yeah, I want to say A Boy Named Sue podcast.
Oh, yeah.
With Mr. Sue. Yeah, he always promotes our stuff, and
always.
I started listening to a few of his episodes, and he had Scott Orton on there on July 4th. That was a 2-part episode. Really good. Yeah. Really good. He just like asked different questions that never really was asked before. Mm-hmm. So it's really interesting.
Oh, yeah. And, he's a smart guy. He's eccentric, but he's a smart dude.
Yeah. And and then actually I'll supposed to be doing an interview with him this week.
Okay, so cool.
Hopefully that works out.
He gets something to look forward to. A little typo fucking spreading his wings and flying off on his own.
Yeah.
With a boy named Sue.
Well, yeah, we were moving all this week, so there's been a couple people that have asked one or two of us to come on their shows, and I promise you we'll be getting to you guys. I promise. It's just been hectic.
Yeah, moving sucks.
Yeah,
this is actually our first recording in our new house right now. This is it. We're pretty much moved in. I got a couple more things wrapped up, but this is we're a little closer to some more tyrannical police districts that may or may not
Mesa PD.
Yeah, we live in Mesa now.
So we get to
not to further dox ourselves, but yeah, we live in we live under Mesa PD jurisdiction, so we're definitely gonna get. So if like we don't put out an episode, we probably got swatted.
Yeah, dude.
For real though.
And I probably like died like crying on the ground or something. Fucking I don't know.
Yeah, begging for your life.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it probably they're gonna catch me when I'm like taking a shit. I'm just gonna be sitting there like, really? And they'll all be pointing ARs. Get on the ground. Like I'm still pooping. Please don't kill me. But like I'd cry if they call me on the shitter, dude. I feel like this is the biggest. That's it. My gun's gonna be on me when I'm taking a shit now. I'm done. Next my 45. I'm just gonna bring my alleged AK into my fucking porta shitter and fucking just sit down with it. This is all a joke, ha!
Allegedly.
That would be how you go out, bro.
Dude, that's my fucking life in a nutshell. This like, one day I was fucking coming back from some girl's house. This is just a funny story for everybody about me almost dying. And like, so I was coming back from this chick's house who I didn't even get to have sex with.
That fucking segue.
She just set me to like, yeah, dude, we gotta give him something. Little creeps in. But anyway, pretty much, some dude didn't tie down the forklift on the back of his flatbed, secure. So we were going down the fucking highway on like, 70, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm half awake, blue balls, fucking all the fun stuff.
Hells yeah.
And, the, forklift bounced off the fucking, flatbed. Hit the fucking pavement like a tennis ball, and I fucking shit you not making a fucking damn thing up about this, that motherfucker flew over my fucking car. And I remember in that moment, thinking like, if this is how I die, none of my friends would be surprised. Like, gets through fucking Afghanistan, gets through the fucking Marine Corps, fucking goes, like, went to war, fucking not a scratch on him. Forklift bouncing off a flatbed after he tried to get poon and failed. That's Jared. That's how Jared dies. So like getting swatted on a taking a shit, that's completely in line with how I imagine myself dying. Like that's
a poop story too.
That's a poop story. I fucking nailed it, dude.
We got it in there. You didn't think we were, but we got it.
All right, guys. Fucking.
The last one I forgot. He always promotes all of our shit, so I want to give a shout out to him. It sounds like Liberty. They're awesome. Go listen to their podcast. They're fucking dope. And yeah, I think that's it. That was the shit show.
Stay frosty, Mongooses.
Wait. Give your own plugs real quick.
Oh, obviously, I'm at the Mongoose 0861.
God damn it.
The Mongoose.
Typo, where are you at? What's yours?
At the Real Typo. Because I'm the Real Typo.
Oh
I hate you. I hate you guys more than you hate me. Trust me.
And mine's at Keep It Real Luke. And you can find our podcast Twitter at Biting Bullet Pod. Biting the Bullet Pod, I think.
No, it's Biting Bullet Pod.
Biting Bullet Pod, because we're retarded.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I don't know what you can...
Character limits, motherfucker.
But do you know, like, our Bitcoin thing?
Oh no, we don't have it yet. Really?
Oh, okay.
Like we kind of do, but we're gonna figure out a way that if you guys want to donate, you can donate because we haven't really thought about that. That hasn't been really what we've been doing, but we could probably use a couple more mics.
Better equipment. And we have plans to eventually like merchandise. Like I want to do some stuff.
We got some funny shit that we want to put on like patches and
like military type shit, like Boogaloo fun stuff, like tactical patches,
like tracksuits.
We're just gonna be, just. What kind of veterans would we be if we didn't have like a clothing line, an apparel company?
We'll put military grade on it.
I want to put military grade on it and then like something really shitty as the picture.
But no, yeah, we're getting up there. We just wanted to give you guys a good amount of content before we ask for you to give us money that we don't deserve.
Yeah, exactly. And this is episode 12, so that means we've done a podcast every fucking week for the last 3 months, and that's awesome. And we hope we continue to do it for...
Dude, I can't even commit to a single workout routine for 3 months. Jesus Christ.
I just hope that you guys like listening to our show, so yeah, that's basically all I got.
Well, as I said before, stay frosty, Mongooses.
Stay frosty and,
Not a militia.
Yeah, not a militia.
# not a militia.